Let's talk about 5 teams to watch, surprise teams for 2025. We're going to kick it off with the Vegas Raiders. We were just out in Las Vegas and a lot of excitement there for this team. And remember, the theme of this video are teams that may or may not make the playoffs, but are definitely on the upswing. And we think the Raiders are in that category. A lot of offensive talent. We like what they've done. Brock Bowers was brought in last year, really electric player. Then we like the combination of Coach Pete Carroll and then Geno Smith. Geno Smith's going to stabilize quarterback position. That's really been a problem for the Raiders past couple of years. Gives them the ability to run and pass. Probably still a top 15 quarterback in the league. And again, the familiarity with Carroll and what he can do with the defensive side of the ball. You've already got players like Max Crosby, and you got a pretty good front seven. Questions in the secondary that might keep you from being in the playoffs, but again, electric player, rookie Ashton Genty should bring that stability to the running game. You got him, Brock Bowers, Geno Smith, and then we think really the best case for the Raiders is to be able to sneak into the playoffs. The problem that we have with them for this year would be the division. The AFC West is so strong. You've got everybody knows about the Chiefs, also the Broncos, improving defense, and the LA Chargers. That's tough to play against a division that has 3 teams that are excellent. The Seattle Seahawks are the team we think of all the teams featured in this video probably have the best chance to make the playoffs this season. We predicted they might finish third with a 9-8 record, but we see a higher upside there if they can get things going with Sam Darnold right away. That's the biggest question mark that we have. We think, however, with Clint Kubiak coming in, we like what he did early on with New Orleans last year. I think he's got a lot of upside. And then the kind of X factor with Jalen Milroe. How can they use him? Put him in a couple of packages. We love that option they have. And then to go with stabilizing receiver Cooper Kupp coming in there to go along with Smith Jigba, and we think that that's a great 1-2 receiving combination. Then on the defensive side of the ball, they were top 10 against the pass last year. We like what Mike McDonald's defense has. I think they've improved by bringing in DeMarcus Lawrence. We like the upside for the Seahawks. We could see them finishing 10-7. We have them 9-8 as the midpoint. We definitely think they have a great opportunity to make the playoffs especially if the Rams or 49ers slip just a little bit this season. A lot of excitement in New England for the Patriots with all the moves that they've made in the offseason. Coming back second year, quarterback Drake May. Then you've got head coach Mike Vrabel, local success, coming off a really successful tenure with the Titans. Let's see what he can do with the Patriots this season. But we really think that they've got a lot of upside with Drake May. We saw some flashes from last season, and we think that he in his second year could take the step up, hopefully can avoid that sophomore slump. And then again, like we said, pairing him up with a successful defensive coach like Mike Vrabel. We love the moves they've made, bringing in Milton Williams, Harold Landry, and then Stephon Diggs to stabilize the receiving position. But we really look at their defense. They've got a top pass defense with all-pro Christian Gonzalez. We like their secondary. We like the linebackers. D-line's improved. We think that's going to be the side of the ball that they're going to be very competitive. And again, in the AFC West, we have them picked third behind the Dolphins, but we're really questioning that. We think the Dolphins might slip and the Patriots might move up to take that spot. The Arizona Cardinals are another NFC West team we think might have some upside potential, especially as we said about the Seahawks. If the 49ers and Rams slip just a little bit, maybe Matthew Stafford is not 100% healthy, they don't get off to a quick start. But the Cardinals were kind of quietly competitive last season, finished with an 8-9 record. But we're going to show you that they were a little bit better than that based on their points scored, points allowed differential. But it really starts and ends with Kyler Murray. Can he put together a full season? He has the weapons now with players like Tight end McBride. You got Marvin Harrison Jr. But here we're going to look at last season. If you look at their Cardinals were 8-9 by the point differential of plus 21. Based on our metrics, that they should have been 9-8 or possibly even 10-7 with that point differential. It means they lost some close games and really let some games slip away from, including 2 games against the Seahawks. They definitely should have won at least one of those games. So if Murray can have a full season and show the talent that he's definitely got, but be consistent, I think the Cardinals could again surprise and sneak in as a wild card. We think they've got a lot of upside for this season. And next up, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars. As Texans fans, they're one of our rivals. But as Florida residents, we kind of have some sympathy for them. We hope that they do well, just not too well compared to the Texans. But this is a team that definitely has some potential. Obviously, you've got Trevor Lawrence, former #1 overall pick, and definitely has underachieved like several of the quarterbacks here. We've talked about Kyler. We've talked about Sam Darnold. You see the potential there. It has not been consistent. There was a point in 2023 when the Jaguars, we think they were 8-3, and then they went an unbelievable losing streak. Had bad games such as this game, the game one against the Dolphins. This touchdown would have put it away. Instead, they ended up losing by 3. And then we look at the season last year, they lost 9 games, count them, 9 by 5 points or fewer. If they can turn that around, this is definitely a playoff team for the Jags.
That's all for this time. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe to our channel, and we look forward to sharing our future videos with you.